Good afternoon. Today we are going to learn how to set up a INW PT2X for pre-rental prep. First, we're going to go into Aquaphor Plus. And we're going to click on sensor. Best bet is just to hit rescan. It'll find your sensor. Once we found our sensor, we're going to go into settings. We're going to click on sensor time. We're going to sync it with our computer. So we're going to hit now, sync with PC. I have put in fresh batteries, so I will check off that and hit save. Once that's done, we're going to go into calibration, which is the bullseye up here. On a standard rental, we typically set it up with depth of submergence. I will get into these on another video in more detail. We will check off feet of water, and we will hit continue. Now we do this because it's just we don't really know what the client's going to be using it for, so unless they've specified, we just want to set it to 0, which is outside air, ambient air. It's not submerged under any water currently. I just have the sensor sitting on my desk, and I'm going to hit measure. And while it's measuring, I'm going to type in 0 because we're not under any water. Takes an average of 10 readings. I can hit OK. You'll notice that our offset over here changed. It should be somewhere around 0. This is based off the factory settings. I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to hit close. Now that we've set our date and time, we've set our calibration, we're just going to go into real-time file data. We're going to take a couple readings. You can either do a single reading by hitting single, or we can hit start and it'll take multiple readings. Usually let it stabilize. It takes a couple seconds, but once it stabilizes, we know it's good to go. And I also, while I have it running, I do have a cup of water, and I'm submerging the probe in the water. I should see a change in my readings, and it should also stabilize there. I can hit stop. I can clear my screen. I pulled it out of the water. It's never going to be exactly 0 because there is water on top of the sensor at this point, but we should still be about 0. And take a couple readings, make sure everything looks right. Temperature looks normal. The best thing to do is if you're sending out more than one sensor is to compare the sensors and use the same cup of water. They should be reading just about the same thing on temperature and on depth. So to sum it up, we found our sensor. We went into our settings. We set our date and time. We changed it to full batteries. We went to calibration. We set it to 0 and applied it. Took a couple readings. Now we're just going to go into data files, confirm that there's nothing on the instrument. If there was, we would make sure that a client's not looking for any of that data. And if not, we're just going to delete it. And you should see what you see on my screen here. And it is all set to go. And we'll get into some more details on the next video, but that's it for the pre-rental prep. Thanks.